welcome to episode 33 of The Drive Home. We're a group of gays who go to the movies and review them on
The Drive Home.
We just left the movie Heretic. And before David gives us a quick synopsis, we should probably introduce ourselves and say that Matt/Taco is not feeling well. So he actually saw the movie, but drove home separately as to not
Quarantined.
make us all sick.
Sister Taco.
Though she did give us some thoughts, and maybe one of you in the back seat can read it once we get to that stage. So
They just arrived.
I'm Jason.
I'm Elder David.
I'm Michael the Heretic.
I'm Sister Todd.
And I'm Father Jose. Peace and blessings.
Praise be.
Well, as we always do, why don't we read a few of our comments from our multitude, I would normally say taco at this point, multitude of Raw Riders who have watched our most recent episodes and had a few thoughts. So I'll give it back to the backseat drivers. And
We've got to have like a catalog of comments now.
so many.
Sorry.
At S Germanata says, "What is next year's Halloween theme for the drive home?" First of all, is that the one and only Lady Gaga's real name?
We don't
Is
know.
this her private account?
We don't know.
We
don't know. It's just the username.
I mean, after this year's
Germanata. It's Sister Germanata.
Sarah or sister.
Sister Germanata.
I didn't know she was of the church.
Oh.
Well, we haven't decided on the theme yet, but we're open to suggestions, Sister Germ. And we're ready.
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
ready
say-
to start planning
Yeah.
already.
Or do we just do a Germanata round 2?
Germ.
I mean,
Extra
yeah,
Germy.
loves.
Depending how good the album is, we'll do
Yeah.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, put out a good album, Sister Germanata, and we will consider it.
Yeah.
Tell
Oh,
it
good
to
question
You
because
should tell that to Sister Perry, see what she does.
Oh, Lord.
I think Sister Perry's been banished from the church.
She has been excommunicated.
Yeah, she has.
For sure.
She's a heretic.
that's a good question because it's really a two-pronged question. There's the diva question mark, and then there's the actual Halloween that we
Yeah,
need to think up a clever group costume after winning
yeah.
for
Winners.
dodgeball.
Well,
So-
Multitudes of
interestingly, though,
dollars.
this year is it not going to all be the same because Halloween's a Friday.
Oh, right.
So
To
are we
do a
only
reveal.
really doing one
No,
costume?
reveal.
Yeah, will the?
Friday.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't because
I didn't realize Halloween's
was the
on a
parade
Friday.
on a Friday?
It's on a Friday.
It's always the parade's always on Halloween.
But y'all, that could
Oh.
be a really good opportunity for us to
to
win
showcase.
multitudes of dollars.
Yes,
If we all
split it among
strut
20
as
As
people.
long as we can put on a performance, we gotta get the choreo down real
Yeah.
quick.
I think you need to pick a good diva though, and the one you've suggested I don't think is the winner.
I mean, Dolly would be.
Wait, who do you?
Britney Spears.
I think that's absolutely the winner.
Britney's
Or Madonna.
I'm out.
Okay.
All right.
Next. Okay. Well.
We'll cut all that.
Yeah. So next we have a comment from at P Francis Official.
No, it says a fickle.
A fickle. Yes.
Yeah.
A fickle says,
Sounds cute.
"Love your Pope names, ladies. Do you all think you could do the show from my car, as in the Pope Mobile?
The P-Mobile.
Wow.
Oh, that would be
Wow.
fun.
Glass, or we'd have to control the lighting.
Special episode.
That would
A
be
lot of
tough.
natural light in there.
We'd have to
Tough,
maybe a
tough.
daytime
Yeah.
show.
Maybe that can be like our Christmas.
Boy,
special
wouldn't
or
that be
something.
fun?
Is the Pope Mobile like a hearse?
No, it's
a
just all.
open air glass box, bulletproof.
Yeah.
Trump should ride one.
Yeah. It's
No, don't
Or
make that
not.
one bullet.
he is the savior.
God.
He is the savior. It does have Fendi leather seats.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's a nice. I think it's a
From
Cadillac,
Rihanna?
isn't it?
From Rihanna.
it's Fenty.
Ooh.
Be a good episode.
I think this is a little question for one of our upcoming episodes.
Oh,
At Adele Dazeem says, "Who's gonna sing it better?"
oh,
Uh-oh.
Hugh Grant, obviously.
Obviously.
That
yes.
edition of Creep was
Wow.
Oh, that
excellent.
was special.
So you know, episode 34 is going to be what movie, Michael?
Ooh.
Ooh, that was a
Silence
no.
is golden.
That's all he's going to do on
Yeah.
the drive home next week.
I'm bringing my broom, bitches, and I'm gonna sit on top of the car.
Okay.
Good.
Perfect. We'll still hear him.
Floor it, Jason.
Oh no, this sunroof is gonna retract for me.
It'll be rising.
Wicked,
Yeah. So
the movie of the century.
Part one.
part one.
Only
So
part one.
We're looking forward to it. We'll see. We'll see how it is. I have my my doubts, but I hope to be proved wrong. Because
The critics have been unanimously favorable.
Okay, great.
It's not the same
Good.
critic as Cats.
Oh, I'm the critic.
Sorry, just
Well, it'll be a fun episode because it's going to be all of us, and it's a show that I think we're all particularly fond of.
It's gonna be a
So-
steamy car.
Steamy green.
Well, with that said,
Did you talk about?
Todd, would you like to tell our folks who aren't Raw Riders how
Uh-huh.
they can find the drive home? This should be
Yes,
interesting.
you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, I'm guessing,
Apple Podcasts.
Instagram.
Yep.
I don't think Facebook, right?
Sometimes
YouTube.
based on
Sometimes.
And any social media platform that you can look at. And Sniffies,
Yeah.
also sponsored by Sniffies.
Well, with that said, we'll play the intro, and then David will give us a quick synopsis of Heretic.
Tonight we saw Heretic, starring Hugh Grant. This is a horror thriller.
Yeah.
And not the sequel to Love Actually, as I told Jose.
I was disappointed.
I thought it was a sequel.
Laura
not
Linney would have
even
added to the
Oh,
movie.
I love Laura
She would have.
Linney.
She wasn't the prophet.
But it is about these two Mormon girls on their mission, and they, go to, try to sell their church services to this man in the mountains, and he abducts them and puts them through a series of tests to challenge their beliefs. And I think that's about it.
Okay, well, that was a good synopsis. I was trying to think how you were going to do that, but good job. So, all right, we ready to rate this movie on the count of three, and Taco's going to join us through the magic of satellite. Make that up.
Through
One
Mormon prayer.
Through prayer.
through prayer.
Through magic underwear.
Through thoughts and prayers.
On the count of three, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs sideways. 1, 2.
I thought it was great. Storyline aside for a second, I thought the suspense, the simplicity of it, the realism of it, in the sense that they didn't need to rely on gimmick of like, oh, an alien just showed up and everything got zapped. Like it felt like this could truly happen, which is always the most eerie thing for me.
So it wasn't a Stephen King.
Kind of. But even more, I thought it was really interesting because it's loaded with little facts about like religion, but also about other things in like
Pop culture.
history and American
Yep.
history that like we believe or we find to be the most popular, but like were they really the originators of it? Like, are we fed a story and run with it because that's just what we've always known, or are we actually critically analyzing the things that are in front of us? And as a person who doesn't believe in religion, I thought it really posed a lot of interesting questions to people that probably do in a very respectful way.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was interesting how they kind of revealed that the original religion was Monopoly. So that's what I learned.
I thought it was Clue, but
Hungry Hippos for me.
Yeah.
I'll tangent off your thumbs up with my thumbs
I
up.
like that word.
Yeah, thanks. I've just made it up.
just like Mormonism.
Yeah. But like it was it was really beautifully filmed and acted. The dialogue was interesting. Like that was so like drawing. Like every way they wove in kind of the theology with the ideology. I mean, that was good.
In the
Very good.
morphology.
And the acting was great, and the set was wonderful, and the sound, like that, it was so good.
Agreed. I definitely have more to recommend than not to recommend about that movie. I would agree on all those points. Hugh Grant, great horror performance. There's been some really good horror movie performances this year. I'm atheist now after watching that movie. I agree with this point of the suspense. Those scenes were good. I jumped a few times.
The spider.
The spider.
I like to
at
actually
the
grab
end,
Jason's
was it a
arm.
box cutter or what?
Ooh, yeah.
A letter
Yeah.
opener at the end
Yep,
that
yep.
he appeared with. Yeah, definitely a few good scares.
Finger
and
snip.
I liked how they really challenged, all audience members' beliefs. Hence the reason I'm now atheist after that movie, because he had some really good points. I was like nodding my head most of the scenes of dialogue in the first half. I was like, yeah.
I think when he said we're a bunch of horny ants on a rock, I was like, that makes sense.
I mean, that's how we behave on the weekends, at least.
Jose?
I gave it a thumb sideways. I agree with what everyone is saying. There's something about some of the dialogue that would lose me at points. I think the Monopoly analogy I'm not smart enough. Yeah, was really interesting, and I liked the sort of the connections.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were some things like the horny ants. I don't think I needed that. Definitely the butterfly didn't need that. There was just little bits that pulled me out periodically, where I would say I'm into it, and then it would bring me back a step. So I the whole iteration conversation, I get it. I think it went on a little bit too long. Also, the beginning when they first met him, it just went on. I wish it could be tightened up just a little bit.
Just like a little edit, a little peeping.
I agree.
Even the beginning when there was just the two girls on the bench, I love that moment. Tighten it up. Because girls, even if they're more, maybe that's how Mormon girls speak. I don't know. It just went on a little too. It was just a too long.
It was worth it when they said pornography. That was so good.
It was cute, but then it kind of dealt. And I get that we're supposed to see her in that way.
Yeah.
Like the sort of the
Innocence.
naive, innocent, sort of bubbly one, and it worked. It just
the movie was
tiny
kind
bits.
of like into itself. I felt like
Oh,
some of those pieces of dialogue
yes,
that were
yes.
like, it's like, okay, you're being a little gratuitous now.
Yes.
I can totally see how some of it. Sometimes it worked for me when they would kind of keep building on the metaphors or like whatever, but sometimes I was like, okay, yeah, get it now.
Yeah.
I like get the theme you're going for.
Yeah.
Let's move to the action.
Mm-hmm.
Jason.
Yeah, I think it did a really good job, building that tension. And to your point, Jose, like that moment in the house where it really wasn't going anywhere, but I was very tense. There were 4 or 5 clocks just ticking away, right? And it's like, okay, is he going to come out with an axe? Is he going to like what's going to happen? And literally nothing really happened.
No,
He was so polite
But
most of the time.
The tension was there the whole time
Absolutely.
because they were being polite and he was being polite,
Yeah.
and they were both kind of like, who's gonna like
Break
break first?
Yeah.
So that kept me feeling like I had the same like hole in my like chest the way they probably felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I think I was not expecting any of the surprises that happened. For a millisecond, when Sister Barnes got the business end of a box cutter, I thought it was Sister Parker.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought she
Paxton.
flipped
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
Flipped
too.
a little
Yeah,
bit,
It was a
like-
good.
Stockholm
Yeah.
Syndrome.
Yeah.
But no,
On that note, too, I thought Sister Paxton, acting-wise, was so wonderfully naive and charming.
Yeah.
Like, I just liked her.
Mhm.
And so I think that kind of helped in a lot of movies where you're like, oh, that if they died out, like whatever.
Mhm.
But like for her, I was like, no, like I like you as a person. Like, so there was an investment in the
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
I think the girls were really strong. I've
Amazing.
seen the Sister Barnes
Yeah.
in a few
Was she in
shows.
it?
were trying to-
Yellow Jackets.
Yellow
Uh,
Jackets. That's it. She's the one, oh god, Natalie.
Oh, she's Nat.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But I don't know the other actress. And
No,
I must say, for a movie where there's only 3 people throughout the whole thing, super strong.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
them. All of them.
Great performance.
Very much so.
Well-developed characters, too.
No, I think they did a really good job of sort of nailing that. I don't know, cadence that like Mormons talk in. When they refer to a
Like
porno
something salacious.
and
yeah.
The
salacious.
banter.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It
You
was
know, I don't-
it was well
I
done.
don't really watch it, but
Yeah. He was doing it from the behind area.
yeah, during that part,
But it was I think it was a new spin on a horror movie. At no point was anyone being chased and screaming and that kind of stuff. It was just
cat and mouse.
They joked around with it. People were laughing.
Yeah.
Like the audience. Like there was an actual audience too.
Good audience.
Yeah, we had a nice audience tonight. Respectful.
Yeah, no, it was overall. The only thing I didn't like, last word, and I'll let everyone else go. I just didn't love the ending, and we won't spoil it. It just sort of
The alien zapping everybody.
it just
Yeah.
it just
So it
sort of
was
took me out.
Jesus Christ coming down from the
Alphabet comes through and goes. Ruined it for me. Ruined it all.
Turns out the whole movie was just another trailer for Wicked.
It was a
Yeah,
trailer
it's
for
the whole time.
Well, that really
That's why I gave it a thumbs up.
and Bob Marley, oddly enough. One Love.
Yeah, One Love.
It was weird.
It's back
a
in theaters.
crossover. It's a crossover.
They're trying again.
Any other thoughts on the movie?
I
just really liked it.
Yeah,
It kept me very awake. I was tense, excited.
Yeah.
I had to pee really bad, and I didn't want to leave.
Yeah, it was
I
stressful.
love the wallpaper in that living room.
Right?
Yep.
Thought
It
she
took
was
you to a place.
Took you to a
Took
place.
you to a place. And like even just the little mechanical little gears and
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like handcrafted
Yeah.
things that were like kind of manipulative.
The dollhousey
Mastermind.
replica.
Yeah.
The
That's what I'm saying. The costumes, the set,
production
like, they
design, yeah,
they
that
set a
was-
tone that was very vintage but new and dry and churchy. Like it was churchy in a way, which
Yes,
was really good.
they really
Absolutely.
built the world.
And you know, churchy equals creepy.
I'm a creep.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo.
I think we're gonna have to rename our show the Gospel Home though. After Conclave last
Yeah,
week,
we've really been hitting the
Heretic
religion here.
this
Yeah.
week. It's basically a theology podcast now.
Yes, I would say that. Yeah, definitely. I'll mark theology when I
Well,
post.
next episode is going to be Wiccan.
Wicked, yeah, exactly.
Win.
So maybe that'll save us from
Aye,
the
aye, aye.
save us from the gay concentration camp we're about to be put
Oh
in.
boy.
It's gonna happen.
Well, we should probably thank our sponsor. The makers of Monopoly got wind that we were
Parker
going to see this
Brothers?
movie,
Yeah.
Parker Brothers.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And I will say that I enjoy Monopoly, but it's a long haul.
It wasn't a long haul when Todd and I played it because I kicked his
I
ass so bad.
suck at that game so bad.
Why'd you just blow all your money right
Yeah,
away?
why not? It feels fancy.
I prefer the landlord games, but
Oh,
that's
sure.
just me.
The OG?
What's your
OG.
favorite Monopoly symbol? What do you use?
Oh yeah, what's your
What's your
icon
king?
or your?
I love the thimble.
Really?
I
do
love
like the thimble.
Love the thimble.
I couldn't tell you what they are. I haven't played in so many
Like a
years
shoe
because
and
it's
a
so
hat.
long and
The
boring.
iron is cute.
Yeah.
The old timey iron.
I used to play as
Race
the
car,
shoe.
right?
The lead pipe, the noose,
The race car with that.
candlestick.
Our version of Monopoly, we were missing the race car. That was the one thing we didn't.
Oh,
Oh.
your dad probably stole it.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Any other thoughts?
Popcorn
AMC
was good.
experience?
Popcorn
Yeah.
was good.
Pops
Well, a
and
little salty tonight.
The most audience
It was salty.
that I've seen in a while. Like
Mhm.
it's full seats almost. Like
Well, I
full
feel like
seats.
in the winter, people are more apt to going to
Yeah.
a theater experience,
Yeah,
whereas in
they're
the
not at the
summer,
beach.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a lot of
Oh,
response.
actually,
to
can you drop
Nicole.
us at the beach, Jason?
It's time.
See,
It's time.
Jose, yeah.
Lot of response to Nicole.
Yeah, that was
Yes, yes.
good response. We got a little nervous. Taco was given thumbs down preemptively because
Yeah.
there was a new commercial for like laser or something or
We were
other.
worried.
For
Nicole
space
that
was
she wasn't going to come up.
And we thought that was Nicole, but I will say her new movie.
Oh my gosh, huge thumbs up for me. It's the number one movie I want to see for the rest of the year.
Why?
I'm
Yeah,
so
well,
excited.
Isn't it like
Yeah,
she's
Baby
older and
Girl.
she's having a
She
flirtation?
said
No.
she had to stop herself from orgasming too much
Mm.
Well,
During filming?
While filming.
during
And-
filming.
That's intense.
Should have some popcorn. Calm down. Should we read Matt's?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's hear Matt/Taco's comments about this movie, and then then I think we'll be magically home.
I give this movie a thumb sideways. I would have given it a thumbs up, but I didn't love the ending. The black-haired bitch lost too much blood while the brown-haired girl was discovering the other parts of the dungeon. Rusty nail plank is a cool way to kill someone, though.
Spoiler.
I love the
Spoilers.
little bits of humor. I love the little bits of humor in there. And yes, that butterfly shit is supposed to make me question if it was real or if she's hallucinating, I think. But I wish they would have just stuck with one message. The only Mormon program I'll continue to watching is The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Oh God.
Also, can we play Monopoly soon?
Yes.
Thanks, Matt.
Well, we're home. Todd,
Mhm.
would you like to sing us out?
Of course.
Let's bow our heads.
I believe I am a Mormon.
and a Mormon just believes.
Wow.
That's good.
Well done.
Wow.
That was unique.
Like and subscribe.